Hello and welcome to Wednesday afternoon's Table Talk. It's Alison here from Melksham Tea Ministry. Really good to speak to you again today. I'm going to tell you a bit of a story. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there lived an old lady. She lived in a village that was a long way away from the stream of fresh flowing water. And each day she would yoke upon herself a wooden beam carrying two heavy pots. And she would begin the journey down to this stream. The road was dry, dusty, rocky. But each day she would go there to the water and back twice a day, making sure she had everything that her family needed for drinking water, for cooking, the things to bring life and energy to her family. The pots looked very, very similar. They were round and glazed, and one of them worked perfectly. The other looked beautiful, but inside there was a tiny crack that ran all the way down the pot. And on each journey the woman took with her pots, she would return, filling them both to the brim. One pot she always managed to get home with, having lost none. The pot with the crack always managed to be just half full when she got home. One pot would be very boastful. "I've come back full again. Isn't that wonderful what I'm doing?" And the pot that came back half full would feel so sad, so forlorn, that they didn't do what they were meant to be able to do. And one day, as the woman put the pots into the water, into the stream, and filled them with beautiful fresh water, she placed them on the riverbank. And the pot that had the crack in it spoke to her and said, "I am so, so sorry. Every day you carry me and I have a job to do, and every day I let you down, only bringing half the water back that I leave here with." The old lady just shook her head and smiled and said, "Pot, I have known you for many a year, and I know the flaw that you have within you. But have you ever looked around you as I carry you back home? On the way down, the path is dry and rocky, and on the way back, the side I carry you on, have you noticed? It's full of flowers. I realised you had a flaw and I planted some seeds, and every day on the way back you water them. And every evening I'm able to pick flowers, enjoy their beauty, and know that you have given me this gift." The jar with a flaw sighed with relief and carried on, watering those plants for many a year to come. Alison's lost her mind, you might be thinking. But you know, we all have unique gifts and we all have flaws within us. Some of us are able to recognise the flaws and to see the uniqueness that that gives us and to be blessed by it. Others allow our flaws to limit what we are able to do, what we see in ourselves. It's so easy to look at others and see things that aren't quite right, and to be gracious and loving and forgiving. But when we look at ourselves, that can be much harder, can't it? To recognise our flaws, but also to recognise what they might mean to us, who we are. God created all of us, and we are a mixed bag. Some pots have cracks. Some pots might be perfect, but nobody's ever completely perfect, except Jesus. One of my favourite Psalms is Psalm 139. It says in verse 13 to 16, "For you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book, before one of them came to be." The gift of life that we find in our creation, in our created self, is amazing. Some of us are tall, some short, some slim, some not, some with great eyesight, some without, some who can hear, some for whom you must shout. All of us different, all of us with different aspects of our character. Even when those characters and bodies are flawed, we are still the children of God. And I would really encourage you to recognise whatever it is that is unique about you. Maybe to recognise the flaw within you. And to know that God loves you all the same. Isn't that wonderful? We are wonderfully made. God has a plan to use us, and that will be in many different ways. Just like the pots thought it was to carry water, but maybe it was about the flourishing of those flowers as they were fed by the water lost through that crack. What's your unique gift? How are you able to bring flourishing into the world? Some of us might have lots of energy to get out there and to be doing things. Some of us may be tired and don't have that energy anymore. But each of us still has our gifts. Maybe it's a gift of speaking wise words. Maybe it's a gift of listening. Maybe it's a gift of generosity, of love. Whatever your gift, maybe growing flowers, maybe just seeing in each other's eyes the glory of God's wonderful creation. But be confident to use those gifts and be sure in yourself that you are known and loved by the God who creates you. He holds you in his hands, whether for a long time or not. We are each one of us created by God to bring our own unique difference to the world. So go out there or stay in and share those gifts. Be blessed by them and give thanks to God, for he made you wonderfully. Bye for now. God bless.